song in an Irish bar. Walking along Charlestown, wishing you were in Bannistrand, holding your nephew's hands. We walked along the waterfront, up Bunker down on Main. We met at the monument.
Live.
Who were those people? Those are the other hosts.
That was us.
The other hosts?
That was us,
That's
right?
us.
Yeah, that was
Why
us,
just
yes.
our butts?
Welcome to Charlestown Live. I'm Al Carey. I'll be your host this evening. We got two
I doubt that.
two very special guests tonight. We have Charlestown's own Tony V, nationally acclaimed comedian, travel the world, well-known actor.
Sure.
Is recently named new resident of Charlestown.
Yes.
Tony will be giving us his views on the new year, hockey dad, numerous careers, among other things. And he threw a curveball tonight. He brings Bobcat Goldthwait. Huge fan of Bobcat.
I've slept many nights in Charlestown. You're a new resident. You've lived there for what, 25 years?
Keep going. 31.
31
That's how it all.
years.
That's all of how.
Yeah, well, Charlestown, they don't, they don't warm up to you right away.
No, no, oh no.
They got to make sure you're not transient.
Listen, according to the bylaws, I found this out. Anybody after 1890 is considered a new resident.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you for giving us gin.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So we knew you'd appreciate it.
Listen,
here's how this trip of the way in.
Here's how this all happened.
This is the tears of all the mothers in Charlestown. Right here. That's what we're drinking.
Salute. When I heard that no good Chris Tucker did really well on the show.
I gotta give you, Tony.
He did great.
He nailed it.
We have to explain to the viewers. Chris Tucker he's 14 years old.
Plays hockey with my son Gus on the Bantam
And
days.
he had more phone callers
than anybody ever.
He nailed
Tony
it.
said, "Look, I gotta crush this kid.
I am gonna crush
Chris Tucker." And I go, "The guy from the Jackie Chan movies." Either way, I'm in.
Right. That Chris Tucker or the 14-year-old Chris Tucker, it doesn't matter. We're taking him down.
Yeah, we're taking him down. So we want more calls than Chris Tucker.
Start dialing, everybody.
And here's the thing. If you call, if we beat Chris Tucker, I promise to do the voice that I did in the 80s that made me a household name.
Yes.
Although there's anybody who's like 25 and younger, they don't know who I am. I guess one of your staff members didn't know who I am.
The producers here weren't sure, Bob.
They never, well,
I said you got to Google them, Of course, you come up in the top of the Google, which is great. Good for you.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was great.
Right
so.
after
Tony brought a bobcat, and they thought it was going to be an animal.
Yeah, so we're not ready for animals here. We don't animal controls.
Right after the cat, and then it went to the small earth mover, the Bobcat, and then it was me.
And then it was you.
Bob Scratch Goldfire. I was huge in the 80s for you young people. Huge in the 80s.
If you Google me, there is a guy who does awnings in the Midwest that comes up just before me. And then me.
So Tony
V.
So how many calls do you get for new awnings in Charlestown? You get all the time?
I get about 10 a day.
He's the awning king.
And I say yes to all of them.
He's the yawning king.
All right, well, let me just first say a couple of things I have to say.
Do your business.
Let's make this Charlestown-centric.
Yes, we have to first thank our partner, Charlestown Against Drugs, and our sponsor, the Zelma Lacey House.
We like them in Zelma.
We wouldn't be able to do it without them. That's correct. We know it's a call-in show now. A couple of quick things I got to plug. The Harvest on the Vine, looking for your help. If you could,
the big rice drive.
Yes, the big rice drive. They're a little short on food. So if you can...
they said lice drive. Nobody wants lice.
No.
Nobody wants lice.
You could drop your rice off at the food pantry at 49 Vine Street or the Cooperative Bank at 201 Main Street. So that would be...
That's Charlestown glory.
That's right. The next event I want to plug is Bobcat. We hope maybe you could show up for this one. Charlestown Youth Hockey Association annual comedy night fundraiser.
I think he might have done it one year.
Back in the 80s, I don't think we
no,
did it back then. So.
No, but I mean, I think you might have been in town for one of them, and I said, oh, by the way, here's my friend Bobcat Goldthwait.
I remember that.
Star-studded lineup.
Yes.
It's February 17th at the Knights of Columbus.
President's Day weekend.
Correct. Tickets are on sale now. Get them quick, because now that Bobcat's in, they'll be sold out.
I don't know. There might be a special guest.
You mean special as a surprise? or as challenge?
No, a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't forget to make sure you get your tickets for that event. That's going to be great. That's February 17th. That's not yet. 17. February 17th. And then the Bunker Hill Associates is doing their trivia night on Saturday, March 2nd at the Knights of Columbus.
Yes, which I couldn't be there. I'm already booked. I do a thing called Samantha's Harvest. but I will be there in spirit, and I have offered a prize. And I don't know why this is a prize for anybody, but apparently if you bid high enough, you get to go to lunch with me.
Wow.
That's tremendous.
Yeah, and I eat a lot.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm thinking P.F. Chang's. And I've offered to do a show at somebody's company or place of work or whatever, a noontime show.
So if you had to put like a dollar amount on that
priceless.
meal.
Oh, it's priceless.
No, we're not supposed to mention
No,
money.
we can't. You can't mention money.
No,
It's
but
priceless.
so all right. So someone gets to take you to lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
Oh.
to eat with
You
you.
do a lot of
eat
I
with
see.
me.
I
You
see
do a
what
lot
it
of charity work.
Because we
I
can't
see.
mention prices.
So it's all charity? I thought there was some sort of.
No.
Did you get popped for something? You got a lot of community service work.
No,
Well, did you know that he has a Bachelor of Science in Psychology from UMass? Did you know that?
Yes,
I
I did.
didn't realize
I
that.
know.
Oh, yeah.
And you started as a caseworker in the Somerville
I was working
Mental Health
in the
Center?
Somerville Mental Health Center on College Avenue in Somerville, where I grew up, but disavow because of my Charlestown roots.
Yes.
Yeah, I was on my way to getting my MSW. I was going to become a social worker, and then I started doing stand-up, and I liked the hours much better.
Excellent.
You know, because the other place you had to go to a job. You know, there's a
Well, yeah,
desk.
you got to punch in
gotta
and
put people
talk,
up.
you know.
You
yeah.
You
Who wants
gotta
that
help
kind of
people.
job,
There's only-
right?
right.
Who wants that kind of
When
pressure?
you're a comedian, there's only one time a night where someone goes, "Where's Tony?" And then you get on stage. The rest of the time, they constantly go,
Do
"Where's
you
Tony?
think,
Where's Tony?"
though, with your day-to-day life,
Yeah.
do you think if you had stuck in that line of work, would you be helping more people? Or do you help more people now?
I think it's.
I think now.
Now, I think now.
Tony.
Right.
Yeah, laughter is a big thing now.
Yeah,
They're
they
talking
say-
about all the health circles, how good it is for you, how healthy it is
Right.
for you, lowers the blood pressure. You must know this, Bobcat. I mean, this is, you guys
well,
are
the comedians don't.
healers.
We are healers. We are. We're dreamers, healers, and givers. That's what we do.
Yes.
You know,
You know,
and-
I have been dealing. My mother, my dear sweet mother, is 89 years old, and you know she had a host of things that we had to get her to appointments, and people would always be asking my opinion of, what do you think we should do about this, and we're thinking about that. I go, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. I'm not a doctor. I'm not the guy. I'm not the brains of the outfit. I'm the wheelman. I get her here, and then the people with the coats and the stethoscopes, they take care of the rest of this.
So
I'm
regardless of the psychology degree, you're going to let the
I
experts
didn't
handle that.
Yeah,
Right.
especially when it's your mother.
Oh, of
Because
course.
your mother's still going to yell at you. You're going to go, sorry, Ma. You know, no matter how old anybody is, you know, if she snaps on you, you go you go right back to being 8. You know, you go, I'm
Yep.
sorry, all right.
Yep,
no.
So did how's it looking for the callers?
He's a live caller,
call.
617-708-3290.
And we'd also like to
There's
say-
a challenge. A challenge was thrown down to Chris
And
Tucker.
if I can plug this, I have well over 3,000 followers on Instagram right now, and I just Instagrammed this appearance. So, folks,
You're on Instagram. I don't even know
So
what
the
that is.
future is
Charlestown
here.
Live is going to be syndicated before you know it.
It's,
No.
yeah, sure.
Will Mark Wahlberg get that?
Mark
Because that mean,
Wahlberg.
can you
Look,
tell him the
here's
story,
another-
Tony?
here's
What's the
another-
story here?
Poor
Al-
Mark Wahlberg.
Can you give him the story?
Al threw Mark Wahlberg out of the Boys and Girls Club many years ago, and now we can't understand why he won't return his call.
Now, here's the weird. In Al's
You know, I
defense,
like the guy. I
He's a
just
good guy. He's
Mark
very
was
good.
in Al's defense. Mark was 31.
It was
It
time
was a
for him to
little.
go.
It was a little. Yeah, the baby bird had to fly
It was
away.
right
Yeah.
after the Funky Bunch.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was
See,
right after
that's
the
what's
Funky
gonna.
Bunch, so-
That's
but-
what's gonna keep him from
I'm
doing
afraid
the
I'm going to
show.
get a restraining order on Twitter or whatever that
I don't know.
Facebook, because I keep sending messages, but I don't get anything. So
Well, maybe he'll do
response.
it.
But you think? I don't
Yeah,
know.
'cause,
well,
like,
now that we have you on the show,
I'm the
we
gateway.
have a conduit.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
that's
a.
it, because he'll do what he'll go. That Goldthwait was on it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, you'll
It's
say.
a challenge. I love
You'll
that.
say, Mark. They had Bobcat Goldthwait on the show, and he'll go. I thought that guy was dead. Didn't he die? Bob Scratch Goldthwait.
Bob Scratch Goldthwait.
I thought I'm not going on that show.
So
They
tell
kill
him,
people.
but he's going to see you in your new movie. What's
Oh,
tell
I
us
haven't.
about
Well,
that?
I'm not in the new movie, but I've been writing and directing movies lately, and they've played the Boston Independent Film Festival, which is probably my favorite festival to go to. I really have a great time here, and I have a new one. It's another independent movie. It's called Willow Creek, and it's a Bigfoot movie.
Wonderful, very popular these days. There's a lot of reality.
There is,
Squatchers.
there's
my kids love that show.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, there's some, but it's why? How do we involve Charlestown in the Bigfoot community?
Let's
I've
I don't know.
Bigfoot. I've seen
You see
Bigfoot
him?
late at night.
Well, we have a caller. Maybe the caller.
We have a caller.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're on the line.
Hey.
Caller, go ahead. You're on the line. Number one.
Is this the funny guy?
Is this?
Okay.
There's a couple funny guys.
Is this Chris Tucker?
I only see one funny guy.
All right. You're talking about Al. You have to
Funny
turn,
looking. You
Yeah,
get a
I
call.
got you,
phone
Dad.
down.
turn your TV down.
Because it's gonna get.
Turn your
reverb.
TV down.
That Chris, you might have been exposed. I'm not sure.
Is this Chris Tucker?
Joke's on you, it's Gus. So,
It's my son.
It's your son.
Okay, we have the 7-second delay button.
Yeah.
Gus, no
Gus,
profanities,
Gus,
please.
you have put, because of your appearance on this show, you've put the 7-second delay on because you got a foul mouth.
You and your potty mouth, Gus.
You didn't get that from me.
yeah,
Oh wait, you did. All right, sorry. How are you, buddy?
I'm okay. How are you guys?
The homework done? Tough question.
No, not yet.
See, that's
Almost.
an instant no.
No, we had theater after school. He goes to Boston Latin.
Excellent,
My
excellent.
son,
Great
so,
school,
yeah,
great
it's a
school. Still a hockey
And
player.
Yeah.
Gus, have you told Chris Tucker that we're going to crush him?
No, I forgot.
But you tell him. We're bringing him down.
We're bringing him down.
If we get more callers than Chris Tucker, I am going to do the voice. Which most people think.
Right.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Hey, Gus, do you have a pun for us? Gus is well into puns.
Not one that springs to mind. Okay, fine.
All right, go ahead.
I came home from school,
Yeah.
and I saw 10 well-dressed gentlemen with large beards and top hats, and the lights turned out. Something was amiss.
What was it?
Something was amiss. Thank you, Augustus.
There you go.
It's not my finest
Thanks, buddy.
fun.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Love
All
you.
right, so we got one.
So
There's
that's
one.
it, right?
How many did Chris
How
have?
many did Tucker get?
Oh, they stopped letting them in after about 5 or 6.
Are you
They
kidding me? All
started
right, we need you to
backlogging
go to
them.
the phone.
7. We need to go to
We
the
need
phone.
you to go
This
to
is
the
like
phone.
a telethon,
Right.
folks.
Here's how I go.
Go to the phone.
The challenge, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
I am
and,
going
Chris,
to. I'm taking off my clothes. I will be nude if we don't get 7 calls.
Now that would be a first on Charlestown Live.
So-
I think we might lose the viewership at that
the-
point, but we won't
and-
syndicate.
No,
that.
no.
Yeah,
That
but
won't
listen,
do it.
this is
It's
for
serious.
for
Serious.
yes.
We got
Some of you are
crushed
trying
Tucker.
to eat.
And
You
You
don't
do
want
not
to
want
do
to see
it.
me
You do not-
nuding
you
it
don't
up.
wanna see
I'm
that.
not going to nude it up on Charlestown Live.
Yeah, that'd be difficult.
And
Now, did they ever work out the thing with the guy they weren't letting sell his ice creams
oh,
by
don't get
the?
me started on the ice cream.
Oh boy, yep.
Yeah,
So-
no, it still goes on. I
Oh,
just
caller
talked
number
to
2,
Mitch.
they tell me.
Caller
Go
number
ahead.
two.
The ice
Is
cream
the
guy?
caller
Caller
there?
number 2, go
Mitch?
ahead. Go ahead, caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Daddy.
It's my daughter
Oh,
now.
it's Cecilia.
Yeah.
That's 2 now.
Two.
That's 2. That still
Excellent. That's
counts,
2.
right?
That count all counts. Every
Does
call
Does it
counts.
count if you love the people who are calling?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're number 2?
When
So
you're number 2, very
get
nice,
all,
thank
call
you.
all your friends, Cecilia, and get them to call in.
My sweet daughter Cecilia has broken her ankle.
Yes, I
Oh.
hope you get better.
So she's
Cecilia,
in a-
call in and just do another voice.
That's a classic.
Well,
Goldthwait
my
move
homework's
right there.
done.
You do have your homework done.
Yeah.
She does have her
Her
homework.
That's
homework's all
excellent.
done.
Well, it's
That's
right on the
great.
ball. That's
All
good.
the people from Charlestown, all the kids from Charlestown are very good about doing their homework.
That's always good.
Yeah.
That's key.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah, so
See, now the Charlestown flag, it has a pine tree
Yeah.
that's correct.
because of the Charlestown forest. The Charlestown
Did we know
forest.
that?
Yeah.
Really?
don't know
I
what-
wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
was
sure.
it
That's
was all
forest
before.
at one time.
Laugh and
You know,
learn with your old friend Bob Scratch Goldthwait.
When I'm up at the monument, you would not believe, especially with the young people, the newer people, who newer than me from '81.
One,
now,
right, correct.
The stories they tell about Bunker Hill, like they don't know anything about it, but they have relatives or whatever, and they're going, oh yeah, and then a boat sailed up, and he said, don't shoot until you see the